My journey, my path, my struggles, my bag. I'm that bag. Saratoga Migz, aka Mr. Follow That Bag.
Yeah, the industry, man, the ups and downs in the industry, man. It's like everybody right now is going independent, man, and I've been independent since day one. I've been out there trying to get deals, trying to look for deals. Had actual meetings with Gene Nelson when he was the head A&R at Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the industry is up and down, man. It's all on how you position yourself. It's all in your work ethic, how you position yourself in your network. You know what I'm saying? You have to network with individuals in the game, outside of the game, around the game. You just have to constantly be everywhere, like be an octopus.
It's been a long journey. I started off in Brownsville, only child, moms and pops. Grew up in the 80s. You know, parents are doing the drugs and all that. But I had a different vision. I got caught up into the music thing. My pops, he was a DJ. So I used to always listen to music with him cutting and scratching every night. I grew with love.
Studio life, man. I love the studio, man. Studio is my motivation and my drive. I love being in there and creating new music, creating new sounds, you know, collaborating with a producer or engineer, and we both putting our ideas and our minds together to create a classical hit.
In the beginning, this is how I met Saratoga. I met him, we was in prison together. At the Mohawk community, right? Mohawk Correctional Facility. We went there. How we first met is basically, I was looking for a workout partner. Somebody directed me towards him. So, went up to him, started talking to him. And then ever since then, we just was at the yard every day, working out, going in. From there, we basically, when he went home before me, I came home, I searched him, I looked him up, because I know he was doing music, so I wanted to check him out, because when we was up north, we used to be in the bathroom doing the beats, and he used to just go off. So now I was like, oh wow, it's time to go. So when I came home, I looked him up, YouTube him up, ASAP.
Kind of have like multiple arms and be able to touch multiple networks and multiple links in order to get your foot in the game. If not, you're going to have to stay independent and constantly work hard and constantly push like I have been doing. You know what I'm saying? I created my own brand, which is called Follow That Bag, LLC. And I got a clothing line, fashion line. And I'm just pushing my music with my clothes, man, and just doing big things with that and just trying to keep the fine line between the mainstream industry and the underground and just being independent and staying in my own lane and creating my own lane for music and my own lane for fans and listeners.
Hip-hop was in my veins. I started writing rhymes. Next thing you know, I became good at it. Then I mastered it. Then I started making songs and started getting into groups and meeting people. Next thing you know, I'm making hit records.
We made this brotherhood while we was up north, and we had each other's back. You know what I'm saying? From day one since we met. And so basically I found him on Facebook. As soon as I found him on Facebook, I straight inboxed him, got it, gave him my number, gave me his number. We linked up, and ever since then we just been riding.
Man, my moms and my grandmas, and they play a major part of my career and in my music and in my life, as well as my fiance, man. Like I have nothing but women around me, so it's like I'm like the rock, you know what I'm saying? And I'm depended on, I'm looked at as the provider for the family, so I got a lot of weight on my shoulders. This is why I created Follow That Bag in my brand. And this is why I'm doing my music so hard, so I can support the women in my life and my family in general, period. You know, and they're my motivation, man. My grandma's is 82 years old, my mom's is 60. I got a fiance, and it's like, and I got a stepdaughter, so it's like, I'm grinding for them, man. I'm grinding for myself, and I'm grinding for them to take care of my family, pursue my dreams, and have a dynasty and a legacy to live behind. Creating the music is a definite huge part that I love, because I'm a creator. I like to manifest music and sounds. And just being in the studio cooking up with the DJ, or even the producer, sitting there and writing my raps, or even the music is just coming to me because I'm so hyped and I'm so in the spirit that I don't gotta write down sometimes. It just flows to me and words just come to me. Just being in the whole creative spirit in the studio, I love that vibe, man. And follow that back, Saratoga Migz will be everywhere, you heard? Yeah, as far as producers and all that for my album, I collaborate with a lot of producers. Like, I collaborated with my man Nature Boy, man. It's my homie, man. He from Baltimore and all that. Real good dude, Nature Boy, man. Shout out to him. He produced Yup, actually, and he created another couple of songs on my album that's dope that you gonna hear when our album drop out real soon. I also connected with Joe Fez, the great producer for my single that's on iTunes right now called I'm That Bag. You can get that on iTunes right now. Shout out to Joe Fez. Shout out to the Artsman, who remixed my song called Angle Al, which by the way Bronx Banger produced. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Artsman, Brooklyn Stand Up. Shout out to YP Productions. Shout out to everybody, man. All my real hip hop heads, all my real producers, all my artists that collaborated with me. Peace and one love, you heard? I just want to shout out all my showcases and all my promoters. I want to first shout out the Feds Magazine and my man Public. You know what I'm saying? I won the Feds Magazine, so I got an opportunity to be in a 2-page spread in the Feds Magazine. So I want to shout out them. Man, the grind is crazy. Like, your grind gotta be impeccable. Like, you gotta be everywhere. Like, you gotta lock down all the social networks. You gotta literally be in the streets and touching the fans and touching the people with your music and with your brand and with your movement or your way of thinking is about. I want to shout out Rich and Faded Boutique. That's where they got my brand and my clothing line at. You know what I'm saying? You can get all Follow That Bag apparel right in Rich and Faded Boutique out there in Mount Kisco, New York. You know what I'm saying? You gotta literally be everywhere. If you can't put yourself in 5 different places at one time, this game ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost money. You gotta invest in yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself and have faith that you're gonna make it, man. And it's like, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. You know what I'm saying? I also want to shout out too, big shout out this weekend, man. Actually, next weekend, June 7th, I got a show opening up for Chic Loops out Essex County College in New Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, man. So shout out to the whole Drop on Top Entertainment and the whole team, man. Just the whole New York City. Or everybody out there that's grinding on the independent grind, you know what I'm saying, pushing their music, pushing their brand. I want to salute everybody out there, man. Follow that back, Saratoga Migz. So it's like, I know I'm the best, I know I'm the greatest. I came from the bottom and I'm climbing my way up to the top. And I started this, I created everything on my own, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking it one day at a time, and every day I'm accumulating something. I got a blessing coming from me out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the grind, you get what you put in. You know what I'm saying? In other words, whatever you put in, you're gonna get it back in return, man. So if you in the crib behind a computer all day, just atting everybody, you ain't gonna go nowhere with that. You gotta get out in the streets, make moves, connect with people. Your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta connect with people, man. Put your music and your sound out there, man. And then you'll take it from there and you'll blow, man. Trust what I tell you.
Now I'm on my journey. Follow That Bag was created. Saratoga Migz is the name. My next step is greatness. I created a brand, a fashion, a style, an expression, a way of living, to put on, to inspire, to motivate, to let everybody know in the world that no matter what, nobody holds you down. You can make it. You can make big things happen. You can make your dreams turn into reality. Follow that bag, Saratoga Migz. Ow.